So, hello everyone, and welcome. This isn't the normal way that we would begin our spring term, um, but we'll do what we can do, and hopefully, these recordings will go some way to keeping your practice alive and to keeping our connection. And there's always value in whatever we're presented with. And for instance, with these recordings, you can pause them at any time, work a little bit deeper or a little bit softer. So just working in a way that feels right for you. And as it's the beginning of a new term, sometimes helpful to just touch on why we do our yoga practice. There are many, many benefits. But just to remind ourselves that we move the body in order to cultivate the breath, to work with the breath. And by working with the breath, this shapes the mind and in turn the nervous system. So we begin to create an inner resilience so that regardless of what's going on around us, we have this sense of calmness within us. And it's that which we look to develop and to take into our everyday lives. So again, work in a way that feels right, and email if you've got any questions, and know that the most important thing to do is to enjoy. Okay. So let's begin. Come onto your backs in your semi-supine position with your knees bent. And just have that sense of surrendering into the back of the body. We tend to work with our eyes mostly closed anyway. So follow the instructions as best as you can, and we'll keep it gentle and just work by opening up the body in this first session. So have a sense of dropping into the back of the body. It's a sense of surrendering, softening, arriving. Just gently draw the chin in towards you to create a little bit of length in the back of the neck. And become conscious of the breath. Notice the breath. Notice how you're breathing without trying to shape the breath in any way. The eyes lightly closed if that feels comfortable. And taking some time to notice any gripping in the body, any clinging. And as you soften your mind, allow the muscles to soften. And then become conscious of the breath. Notice how you're breathing. Begin to slow and deepen the breath. And then begin to invite the breath down into the belly. And some of us find it helpful to have our hands just resting lightly on the belly, so that as we breathe in, we might notice that the belly gently rises, and as we breathe out, gently returns. And it's a little bit like breathing into a balloon. As we slow and deepen the breath, you might find that we can feel that balloon a little more. Fill it up with the breath. Noticing the gentle movement of the diaphragm. That sense of unlocking the diaphragm. This muscle that divides the belly from the lungs and the heart. Plays a big role in our nervous system. And then just create maybe a gentle pause at the end of the in-breath. That feels okay, and a gentle pause at the end of the out-breath. Maybe there's a sense of feeling a little bit more centered now, more anchored. Everything begins to settle. And then after your next out breath, breathing into your balloon, into the belly. And as you breathe out from the throat. So it's a hey, Ujjayi breath for those that understand Ujjayi breath. But we take the breath in and we close the back of the throat slightly. And the tongue sits on the roof of the mouth. And become really absorbed in the breath. With gentleness, no judging. So that everything begins to soften. And the out-breath affords us that opportunity of release. That opportunity to decompress as you breathe out. Letting go. A sense of release. So the gentle nourishment of the in-breath and that sense of release, letting go on the out-breath. Soothing the nervous system, calming the mind. Know where to get to. Just being in this present moment. The aliveness of this present moment. And let's take one more breath in this way. And then releasing the hands and maybe take them back overhead. Begin to wake up the body. Extend the palms away, extend the legs long. Open up the joints between the rib cage. Good. And then slowly return the arms back down beside you and return back to your semi-supine position with the knees bent. And take the right hand underneath the back of the head, as if you're cupping the back of the head, and gently draw the left knee in towards you with the left hand. And we're going to come up across the body on the out breath. And we're coming from the belly, so the movement's coming from the belly. So we inhale into the belly, and as we exhale, we bring that right elbow to the left knee. Inhale to return. Pause. Exhale. And inhale. And notice how it feels to move from the belly. Leaving the busy mind to one side, and just that sense of feeling the body coming across. One more time in this way. And then return the left foot, release the right arm, gently roll the head from side to side, easing out the neck. And then taking the left hand behind and gently holding the right knee towards you. Inhale, and as you exhale, come across the body. Inhale to return. Exhale. So the movement begins in the belly. And the belly's our energy center. Let's take one more movement in this way. And then when you return, keep the right knee in towards you. Just gently hold the right knee. And encourage the right thigh in towards the body. Just begin to open up the right side of the pelvis. And if it feels okay, slowly extend the left leg long. Flex both feet. And this time bringing the head to knee on an in-breath. So we inhale, come up, head to knee. Lift the left heel. Breathing into the belly. And out from the belly. Keep the shoulders soft. Keep the face relaxed. And then drop that left leg down. Move into a twist. Place the right foot on the left leg. The right palm is down. And very gradually begin to ease into that twist. Breathing out. Lovely way to detox whenever we twist the body in this way. Hey, breathing out. Sense of release. And then back into the center. Bring that right knee in towards you. Bring the left knee in to meet it. Into Uttanasana. Pause in Uttanasana. And then keeping the left knee in towards you. Extend the right leg long. Flex both feet so the toes point towards your head. The shoulders remain soft. Very alive but very soft. Inhale, bring the head up towards the knee. Lift the right heel up. Breathe into the belly. Breathe out from the belly. And with each out breath, the head and the knee coming a little bit closer. Take one more breath in this way. Then lower the left leg. Move into the twist. The right leg, and bring the left leg over. Root down through the left hand. Left shoulder blade remains in contact with the ground. So you're rooting down through the left side. Breathing into the belly, breathing out from the belly. Hey, just letting go as if you're squeezing out anything that you no longer need. Good. And then come back into the center. Bring that left knee towards you. Bring the right knee in to meet it. Return back into Uttanasana. Keep breathing out, releasing the lower back. Notice how it feels to release the lower back in this way. Good, and then place both hands on the knees and begin to make small circular movements. easing out any tightness in the lower back, easing out any build-up of friction, really using the ground here. And again, that movement coming from the belly. Everything soft. Let's take one more round in this way. And then the opposite direction. And the hands very lightly on the knees, just guiding the knees. And then when you come back into the center, on an inhalation, we take both arms back and we raise both legs up. We extend the legs up, heels higher than the toes. And then exhale back into Uppanasana. And just do that a couple of times. Inhale up and exhale back into Uppanasana. Maybe 3 times. Inhale, extend and open, and exhale back into Uppanasana. Good. And just pause again in Uppanasana. Hey. And then take the arms out to shoulder level with the palms down. And take the knees over to one arm and turn the head in the opposite direction. So again, there's a little bit of work here in the belly. And then center and then to the other side. And keep the thighs quite close towards you. The in-breath returns you to the center. One more round in this way. And when you've completed your round, drop the feet down and repeat that. Knees to one side, head opposite direction to the knees. Root down through the hands, long out breath. Lower belly comes in and up towards the spine as you twist. Breathing out, letting go. Inner ankles together, inner knees together, inner thighs together. Let's take one more round in this way. And when you return back into the center, return the arms back down beside you. Return back to your semi-supine position. And just allow everything to settle as you tune into the stillness that surrounds you. Stay with the breath, moving beyond the busyness of the mind. Be absorbed in the breath. And then the bridge posture, including the arms. So we'll work nice and slowly. Very simply, give to the feet. As you take the breath into the belly, the arms come up, lifting the hips, lifting the heart. Take the arms back with the palms facing uppermost. And exhale. Return the spine and return the arms. So the ankles underneath the knees. Inhale, working to the fingers. Pausing at the end of the in-breath. And then that slow, long exhale as you return the arms. Return the spine, pause at the end of the exhale. Lifting and opening the front of the body. And that sense of release as the spine returns back down, supported by the ground. Next time that you come up into your bridge, just hold that bridge, maintain that lift. Come up onto the shoulders, lift the hips, root down through the feet. Really use the ground here to develop the bridge. And when you're ready to come down, return the spine slowly down. Return the arms, bring one knee in and the other knee in to meet it, back into Uttanasana. And circle the ankles. And drop the feet down. And take some breaths. Breath moving into the belly and out from the belly. Good. And then roll up in whatever way feels right for you. And coming and sit in a cross-legged position, maybe on a blanket or a block if that feels okay. Just move just gently forward, coming onto your block or your blanket, just gently forward and just drop the head down. Just to release the neck. And then slowly bring the hands back towards you. Nice upright spine. And bring the right hand down. Bring the left arm up and over to open up the left side of the body. Soften the right elbow. Keep breathing out, looking up into the crease of the elbow if the neck allows. And then gently return the hand back down. Pause in the center. And then the other side. Bring the hand up and over. Soften the left elbow. And then back up into the center. Moving into a twist. Left hand on right knee. Right hand behind you. Lengthen up through the spine and begin slowly to turn. Gazing over the back shoulder. Keep rooting down through the sitting bones. And then back into the center. And then the other side. Lengthen up through the spine. Crown of the head rises upwards. And then back into the center. And if you're able to, just bring the soles of the feet together. And if that doesn't feel right, then just keep the legs crossed. And again, just very gently into that forward bend. Breathing out. Just opening up the hips a little way. And then walk the hands back towards you. And extend the legs long on the mat. Again, you can remain on your cushion if that feels more comfortable. And bring the right foot over the left leg. Keep the left leg nice and active. Ardha Matsyendrasana. Bring the right hand into the center. Inhale, raise the arm up, looking up to the fingers. And then turn the palm away. Take that hand again behind the back body. Encourage the right knee into the center. And from the sitting bones, begin to turn to gaze over that right shoulder. Good. Breathing into the belly, breathing out from the belly. Again, that sense of release. And then returning, bring that hand back and up. Release the leg, shake the legs out. And then the other side, bring the left leg over. Just draw that left knee into the center. Inhale, Gazing up to the fingers, turn the palm away, take that hand back behind you. Slowly begin that rotation, dropping down into the sitting bones as you turn. Using the out breath to develop that twist. Back of the right knee drops down, so the leg's very active. Then coming out of it the way that you came into it, bring the hand up and forward. Release the leg. Seated forward bend, Paschimottanasana. Inhale, exhale forward. Again. And that out breath invites that sense of release. Breathing out. Just soften into it. No striving or pushing. Just soften. Maybe the knees need to be soft. You can always place something underneath the backs of the knees. Breathing out. Good. Let's take one more breath here. And then slowly walk the hands back towards your body. Just a gentle Dandasana, lifting the collarbones. And then swing the legs around. You come into Vajrasana, sitting back on the heels. Just pause in Vajrasana. Place the hands on the thighs. Nice upright spine. Dropping the arms. So there's space between the shoulders and the ears. And the breath moving in and out of the belly. And then coming onto all fours into your tabletop posture. Spread the fingers, wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And we're going to do a little bit of work on the shoulder blades to begin with. So the gaze remains down, slightly forward. And as you breathe into that space between the shoulder blades. And as you breathe out, the shoulder blades return back towards each other. So that as you breathe in, there's that sense of space between the shoulder blades. And as you breathe out, you return back towards the spine. So with each in-breath, look to see if you can create a little bit more space between the shoulder blades, opening up the back of the heart. Good. Let's take one more breath in this way. And then take the hands nice and wide as you can. And soften one elbow, extend through the opposite arm as if you're dropping that shoulder down and then back into the center. And then the other side. So that the arm is long as the shoulder drops down towards the ground. Be very mindful here about shoulders. Just go to a place that feels okay. And once more each side. Use the ground. And then when you come back into the center, come into your cat posture. So inhale, dropping the belly. Throat nice and open. Crown of the head moves up. And then that long out breath, chin in towards the chest. Navel comes up towards the spine. Pause at the end of the exhale. And go again, inhale. Pause. Separate the sitting bones. And exhale. Just begin to wake up the spine. Begin to send some energy up through the spine. Use the whole of the hands, not just the heels of the hands. Use the fingers. Long out breath. Let's take one more round here. And when you've completed your round, send the knees nice and wide out to the side. Drop the hips back towards the heels. Put the arms gently forward and bring the forehead down. Just pause here. Breathing into the belly. Front of the body in contact with the ground. And then we'll come into a little twist by bringing the right arm underneath the left with the right palm facing up. Right ear comes down, and just creep the fingers of the left hand to the top of the head so the left elbow comes up. And then release on the other side. Take the left arm under, left ear comes down, right elbow comes up. Creep the fingers towards the top of the head. And again, have that sense of the breath in between the shoulder blades. And then back into the center. And back into your tabletop posture. So the knees come back underneath the hips and the weight equally through the hands. And just have a sense of moving the body forward and back. And maybe coming all the way through. If it feels okay, the hands come a little bit further forward. Drop the belly down. And then exhale. All the way back and down. Keep the gaze forward as you drop the hips back towards the heels. Inhale. Release through the belly. Exhale. Hey. And again, just one more time in this way. Inhale. And exhale. And just pause with the gaze forward here. And then come back onto your tabletop and tuck the toes under and lift the knees a little way above the ground. So it's like a floating tabletop. The gaze downwards. Just notice how it feels to float in this way. Good. And then a long out breath into your downward dog. Inhale into the belly. Exhale. Into your downward dog. And the head comes between the arms. And with each out breath, the lower belly comes in and up. Relax the neck. That yes, no with the head. And soften one knee and extend through the opposite heel. And soften the opposite knee, extend through the opposite heel. Keep giving to the hands, use the ground. Hey. Just hang out in your downward dog. Ooh. Breathing out. Anything that the body might be holding on to. Good. And then from here come into a squat. So bring the hands and the feet together in whatever way feels right for you into a squat. And just hang out in your squat. And then slowly drop the heels down and come up to stand. And stand in Tadasana. And have a sense of the breath as it moves. And you can use the hands for this as well. The breath moves from the belly as you breathe in up to the collarbones. And as you breathe out, you return it back down to the belly. So we inhale from the belly upwards to the collarbones and breathe out. So that as we breathe in, there's no pressure on the heart or the head. Breathing out. We always return the breath back down into the belly. Ujjayi breath can be helpful here. Let's Take one more round in this way. And then pause. Stand in Tadasana, mountain posture. Tune into the stillness. Breath in the belly. Feel the contact between the feet and the earth. That sense of rooting down into the earth. And just noticing the movement of the body as it responds to the breath. Sense of stillness. Stillness is my strength. Peace is my luxury. And then slowly take the feet a little bit wider for Chakrasana to release the upper back. So just swinging the arms from side to side. And allow them to really hang from the shoulder girdle. There's no hanging on. You can speed that up if you choose to. And then beginning to slow that down. And come back to stand. Just breathing, bring the shoulder blades up towards the ears. Deep in breath, breathe out. And twice more in this way. Inhale, squeeze. Inhale, squeeze. Good. And then bring the hand onto the shoulder. Just massage into the shoulder, any tightness. Use the pads of the fingers. Gentle massage into the shoulder. And then the other side. Good. Keep breathing out. Keep releasing it from the body. And then place the hands on the hips and just begin to circle the hips, to unfreeze the hips. Knees soft as you circle. And then the other way. And then when you come back into the center, inhale, bring the arms up. And as you exhale, soften the knees into a forward bend. So it's an exhale and inhale and exhale. Inhale. Inhale. Final time. Good. And then bring the hands back to the heart and come forward on your mat for your vinyasa. Just take some time to settle. Tuning into the stillness. And on an inhalation, raising the arms up. Slight backward bend here. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale halfway. Breathe out through the mouth. Soft knees. Inhale, arms bring you all the way up. Palms together and exhale. Hands return back to the heart. In your own time, inhale, nourishing as you breathe in, emptying as you breathe out. Halfway, out through the mouth, soft knees. Inhale, arms bring you all the way up, palms together. Exhale to the heart. So the mind, the body, breath working as one. Emptying out anything you no longer need. Next time that you come up, pause with the hands back to the heart. The place where the in-breath meets the out-breath. Allow the breath to settle. And then we'll take that into a lunge, beginning with the left leg. So the same vinyasa, the same sequence, but at the end of the sequence, lunging the left leg back. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Slowly from the belly. Left leg emerges back, gazes forward. And that little bit of forward and backward motion. Back leg rises up, steps the feet together, line up the hands and the feet. Inhale, arms bring you up, palms together, and exhale, hands to the heart. And the right side. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Slowly the right leg emerges from the belly, find the ground. The knee hovers above the mat, looking forward, collarbones nice and wide. Little bit of motion backwards and forwards. Back leg floats up. Step the feet. Line up the hands and the feet. Deep inhale, arms bring you up, all the way up. And exhale. Hands return back to the heart. Just drop the head towards the hands. And the breath returns back to the belly. And we'll repeat that with a variation, so we'll do it slowly. So again with the left leg, inhale up. Exhale. Long out breath. Inhale halfway. Out through the mouth. Slowly, the left leg emerges back, looking forward. And then drop the left knee down, release the toes, and rise up onto the right knee. Inhale, exhale forward. Root down through that right foot and return. Keep the upper body nice and upright. Gaze soft and forward. Pat the knees if you need to on that left side. Just encouraging the pelvis forward. And if you're happy to take that further, inhale, bring the arms up. And again, there's that sense of opening up the left hip here. Soft forward gaze. Good. And then take the arms out to shoulder level. opening up the heart. Good. And then bring the hands either side of that front foot. Tuck the back toes under. Lift the back knee. And again, that forward and backward motion. Back leg floats up. Step the feet together. Forward bend. Inhale, arms bring you up, all the way up. And exhale, hands to the heart. To the Hridaya. Allow the breath to settle here. Back into the belly. And in the right side, inhale. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale halfway. Out through the mouth. Slowly extend the right leg back. Tuck the toes under, coming into a lunge. And then drop the back knee down. Rise up, release the toes onto the left knee. Nice upright spine. Exhale forward. Soft gaze, soft jaw. And forward. We can feel this through the top of the right hip flexor. And if you're happy to take it further, inhale both arms up. High kneeling Virabhadrasana 1. Good. And then from here, take the arms out to shoulder level. Open up the heart, work into the fingers. And then from here, we bring the hands either side of the front foot. We tuck the back toes under. We lift the back knee. And we swivel round into our nice wide legged forward bend. And we just hang out here. Those working more strong can hold the elbows. Crown of the head moves down. Use the feet, outside edges of the feet. Breathing out. Good. Backs of the legs open. Backs of the knees. Soften if you need to. And then bring the hands onto the hips. Come up halfway. And then come up fully. So we're going to come up into horse posture where we bring the feet a little bit closer in together, turn them out a little way. And this is where the knees follow the feet. Just notice how that feels. And you drop into the back body here and then return. So it's a sense of like dropping down as the knees come to the sides, and modify your feet if you need to. The wider the feet, the stronger the posture. And then we'll include the arms. So the arms come up, dropping into the back body. Soft gaze. Good. Strong legs, breath in the belly. And then we'll take that into a forward bend. So we inhale, we exhale, forward bend. And we inhale from the ground upwards back into horse. And we exhale, forward bend. Inhale back up into horse. And go again. Exhale. Inhale back up into horse. Just pause there. Tailbone down, crown of the head raising uppermost. Breath in the belly. Strong legs. And then from here, inhale, exhale, bring the hands onto the knees. Just a bit of work into the neck. Extend through one arm and one leg. Soften and gaze over the other shoulder. and looking up to the sky or the ceiling, and then center, and then the other side. And do that 3 times each side. Softening through one side and extending, lengthening through the other. Good. And then when you come back into the center, have the feet facing forward, and again just returning back into your wide angled forward bend. Hey, breathing out. From here, bring the hands onto the hips. Inhale, come up halfway. And deep inhale, come up fully. Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Back foot turns out slightly. Inhale, raise the arms up. Breath in the belly. Soft gaze at the nail of the middle finger. Let's take one more breath here. And then release. The other side. Creating strength and resilience. Let's take one more breath here. And then release the arms, square the feet. Return back down into your forward bend. And just slowly bring the hands to your front foot, front of your mat. Swivel to the front of your mat into Parsvottanasana, flank stretch. And then from here, plant the hands down, soften that front knee. Move into your plank. From downward dog. Back of the neck long. Heels moving to the wall behind you. And then gently soften the elbows and come down onto your front. Turn the head to one side and take some breaths on the front of the body. And then from here, gentle back work today. Just bring the right arm forward and the left arm forward into your Sphinx. Point the tailbone down and away. Root down through the forearms. Breathe into the belly and out from the belly as the crown of the head moves upwards. Developing that backward bend. Dropping the shoulder blades down the back body. And from here, moving into crocodile, or you can remain where you are, where you just allow the head to drop into the hands. And then from here, into child pose. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Come up onto the knees. Bring the arms down beside the body with the forehead down. And relax fully, as if you're resting the whole of your life. Again, here the shoulder blades move away from the spine. Just letting go of any holding on in the arms. Feel the support of the ground. Feel the back body very light, very open. And then slowly coming up. And preparing for your pranayama practice, your breathing practice. So have everything you need for your relaxation as well. You may need your cushion or a blanket so that the hips are a little bit higher than the knees. Make sure that you're going to be nice and comfortable and warm. And when you're in your seated position, just gently bring the hands forward so that we come onto the front of the sitting bones. And again, let go of the head so there's a release in the back of the neck. So, seated on the front of the sitting bones, this allows the knees to drop down and the spine to be nice and upright. And just take some time to tune into your breath. Again, be absorbed by the breath. And we'll begin with the alternate nostril breath, Nadi Shodhana. So making sure that both nostrils are nice and clear. And bring the right hand up, left hand, thumb and index finger gently touching. Close the right nostril with the thumb. Inhale up through the left. Close the left nostril with the ring finger. Open the right and breathe out through the right. Breathe in, up through the right nostril. Close the right nostril with the thumb. Open the left nostril, the ring finger. Breathe out through the left. It's one round. And continue to breathe in this way. And as you breathe, notice any gripping around the eyes or in the jaw. gazes inwards. And the spine is upright, but it's not tense. Just trust the bones, pelvis. Just notice how the spine lengthens up from the pelvis. Strong base of the body. Directing the flow of breath with the thumb and the ring finger. Shoulders relaxed. Bringing balance to the right and left hemispheres of the brain. Calming and soothing the mind. Let's take one more round in this way. When you've completed your round, allow the hands to rest in the lap wherever feels comfortable. And we'll finish our pranayama practice with just a few rounds of circular breathing. And this is where we take the breath from the belly up through the spine to the collarbones. And then as we breathe out, Ujjayi breath out as we allow the breath to flush back down through the center of the body. So from the belly, inhale up, the spine, collarbones. And then that Ujjayi breath from the throat, breath flushing through the center of the body back down to the belly. So the in-breath up into the collarbones. And then the out-breath flushing down through the center of the body back down into the belly. So there's no energy in the head, putting pressure in the head, around the heart, always returning the breath back down into the belly. And when you've completed your next out breath, release your hands and just slowly come down. Your relaxation, lying on your back. Make sure that you're nice and comfortable. And the arms are a little away from the body. The legs are a little separate so the feet can flop out to the sides, the palms facing uppermost. Sense of receiving. Make sure that you're warm enough. Just surrender. Feel the earth supporting you. Just a sense of resting effortlessly. And the breath, notice the breath as it moves in and out from the belly. And the belly rises to receive the breath. It's a pulse of life that runs through you. And that gift of the out-breath, inviting us to let go. Letting go of anything that you no longer need, anything that you're holding on to that doesn't serve you well. Just breathing it out and letting it go. Let it go out from the toes, the soles of the feet. Breathing out, let it go out of the calves. Allow them to soften. And the knees. And with each out breath, there's a letting go and a softening. Letting go from the thighs and the hips. Each out breath, allowing you to let go a little deeper, a little further. Breathing out from the belly, releasing anything from the organs, from the cells. Breathe out, letting go any charge in the nervous system. Just breathe it out, let it go. Letting go from the hands, fingers and the palms. Breathing out, letting go of the arms. The shoulders. Just allowing the shoulders to drop down away from the ears. Just releasing any holding on. letting go from the throat, hinges of the jaw, sides of the mouth, sides of the eyes. Each out breath, inviting us to let go a little deeper. And then dropping your awareness down into your heart. Feeling the heart. And knowing that each heartbeat signals a new moment, a new beginning. And then begin to start to slowly reawaken the physical body. Fingers, toes. Start to breathe a little bit more deeply and open the eyes. And you might choose to bring the knees in towards the chest or work in a way that feels right for you. And then gently rolling over onto your side. And take some breaths on your side. Then in your own time, come up into a comfortable seated position. Okay, bring the hands to the heart. Namaste.